I would also thank Sun Pharma AXA division for sponsoring us this event. So talk for today is very interesting and it's not educational. Educational means not for our daily patient help but for ourselves. This talk is. I'll not take much of your time, just 10-15 minutes, few slides. So healthy heart and stress management. So let us discuss first who here has not undergone stress. Anybody who has not undergone stress ever? I think everybody has undergone stress sometime or the other. So this topic is really important for all of us. So stress, as all experience it, everybody of us has experienced it at some or the other time. Then and it is an havoc on your health, particularly including heart disease. And how it affects heart we'll see in the few consecutive slides. What the stress does is stress releases adrenaline in your body, and as all of us are aware, adrenaline is the hormone which will cause increase in pulse rate, blood pressure, and ultimately it will cause a fight or flight response. So can anybody tell what is fight or flight response? Can anybody tell? So fight or flight response is when you see a lion suddenly in front of you. You have only two options. You have to fight that lion or you have to flight, that is run. So that is the situation in which your adrenaline, which is the stress hormone, will be at its peak just to protect yourself from that lion. So that is fight or flight response. Then what it causes is increase in breathing, heart rate and blood pressure. And most important thing is that stress sets up an inflammatory response in your body. And this inflammatory response is responsible for many consequences in our body. Plus it promotes addictions, which is also an important thing. So we need to reduce this stress. Yes, we can't delete it completely from our lives, but we need to definitely reduce it. So, and ultimately stress culminates in depression, as all of us are aware. So how to identify that we are stressed or not? So do you eat to calm down? This is very important. Then speak or eat very fast, drink alcohol or smoke regularly, work too much. Too much of workaholics also have a very high level of stress. Procrastinate is just delaying the job, like I'll do it tomorrow, then tomorrow is the day after tomorrow. So just postponing it. Sleep too little or too much or both, that also has relation to stress. Then or you are very slowed down, or you try to do many things at once, because if you do many things at once, then the stress level definitely increases. How are stress and heart connected? So as we saw, adrenaline rush, inflammatory response causing hypertension, which explains increased pulse rate, blood pressure. Coronary artery disease, that is ischemic heart disease, is related to the inflammatory response in our arteries, which causes plaques and ultimately critical blockages. And there is an interesting entity which I think most of you must be knowing, and if not, we'll just discuss. That is broken heart syndrome or Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. It is also called as stress cardiomyopathy. So what is stress cardiomyopathy? In the subsequent slide we'll see. So stress cardiomyopathy is a patient, I'll give you a classical example of stress cardiomyopathy, is a patient who has some grief, like lost some loved one, either spouse or someone, and then he suddenly has a stress, and because of which he starts getting dyspnea, palpitations. You do an echo and you get that the LV is dilated, and this dilated LV is because of adrenaline rush and inflammatory response, which causes an fall in ejection fraction and impaired LV function. So this is an important cardiomyopathy which is related to stress. So if you have any patient in whom there is a lot of stress and complaining of some symptoms, yes, you should consider Takotsubo cardiomyopathy or stress cardiomyopathy, which we call it. So this is important. So whenever we have stress, and when do we usually get stress? When we have multiple jobs to do at a time. So what we need to do is we need to categorize what is urgent, what is important, what is not important, what is not urgent. Accordingly, we get 4 quadrants. So something that is important and urgent, do it. Do it now, because yes, if you don't do it, the stress will be very high, because it is urgent also and it is important also. Then if it is not urgent but important, you decide when to do it. You can schedule it. It's not mandatory that you do it just now. Then third is it is not important but urgent, and then you delegate. Delegate is to, if you see if some other person can do it on your behalf, which can reduce your stress and help you to save time. And whatever is not important and not urgent, you delete it. So this looks very interesting, but it's important for us to decide in which quadrant which we should put. That is more important. So examples of few what is urgent and important, like finishing a client project, or like picking up your sick child from your school. So that is very important also and urgent also. So you have to do it. You can't schedule such activities. Whereas other activities like exercise or networking, professional development, strategic plan, you can schedule it. You need not occupy your brain at whatever is important but not urgent immediately. You can schedule it. And then some things you can delegate it. You can tell somebody else to do it on your behalf, like uploading some blog post or responding to some emails. And whatever is not important, you need to delete it. That is social media, watching TV, and we actually spend most of the time doing ultimately this whenever we get a free time, and we forget because we have not scheduled it and we have not planned it. So these are the few stress management or stress busters like spa therapy, exercise, hobby, yoga, nature visits, it really calms you, time management, and music. So exercise is really an important, because exercise balances the hormones which increase stress and reduce stress. So exercise is one of the most important thing. Then laughing is also very important. Sometimes we are so much stressed up and occupied that we don't remember when we had laughed the last time. So laughing is also equally important. Practicing yoga, meditate or pray, deep breathing exercises which help to calm down. Music, sometimes music, whenever you have a fond of music, it really heals. Music heals definitely. Then writing, whenever you have a practice of writing something, you get relief, or telling someone. So it's gone from your mind and you feel relaxed because of that. Then getting social is important. Taking a nap, hug someone like Munna Bhai MBBS, Jadoo Ka Jabbi. So that is also important at times. It's not that you feel shy or something. Learn how to say no. This is also very important. We are so much pressurized and occupied that we really fear how will the person react. But sometimes I think it is better to say no than getting stressed and unnecessary extending that thing. So we should learn how to say no, which is very difficult. And sometimes if you are interested, getting a pet which can divert your stress to some other. So important thing is to plan. If you don't plan, imagine that you are going tomorrow, like on a working day, suppose Monday, without planning your schedule. So it is not possible. Then you will be totally stressed up. You don't know what to do, what to prioritize. So it is important to plan. So if you plan, the stress levels automatically come down. So planning is really very important. And sometimes we feel like, yes, we tell patients also, don't take stress. But I think stress is something that is going to come. You can't avoid that stress, or don't take stress is not the meaning. You have to manage that stress. So management of stress is important than avoiding the stress. And it should be a healthy tension. So tension is going to be there, but we need to balance whether it is going to be on a high stress level causing a breakdown, or a healthy tension. And sometimes healthy tension increases the performance also. So that is really important in stress management, that healthy tension should be taken which will enhance your performance, and not an disturbing imbalance which will cause a breakdown. So we want stress-free life and not a stressful, which is important. And this is my last slide. Thank you. And this is the most coolest and the calmest place on earth. And this is, can anybody tell what it is?
Vivekananda Smarak.
Kanyakumari, Swami Vivekananda Smarak. Thank you. Thanks.